Mr. Maimane, how are you feeling about the results?
Look, we would have wanted more, right? Natural. But given the nature of what these elections have been, to be able to achieve parliamentary representation, working hard in provinces, have shown support in pockets across the country, fought for our ideals, because that's an important thing. In this election, the center is all but gone. People have shifted. If you think about it this way, between the ANC, the EFF, and MK, nearly 2/3 of South Africans have voted for that. Those are just branches of the ANC. Therefore, someone has to come back and rebuild the center, where a multiracial society can exist, where citizens who actually want economic growth that's mixed, and ultimately a safety net for the poor can exist. Extremism is not going to help us in this next 5 years.
What do you think is going to happen in the next few days?
I am proposing that we get all the party leadership in Parliament, and let's have a meeting in Parliament as early as next week before Parliament reconvenes. Because there's no room for a CODESA, but there is a room amongst the leadership pathway that builds a government that can steer our fortunes in the next while. If it becomes backroom discussions, if it becomes score settling, we want this one gone and then we'll give you our votes, and if it becomes position mongering, let's get this one there, I am telling you now, the next 5 years will be worse than the last, which will put this country in a situation where come 2029, it will not be purposeful to even have an election. And I'm not fear-mongering, I'm just trying to give you the risk that this moment posits on this country.
I would like you to respond to a comment made by John Steenhuisen yesterday. He said he got more votes than you.
Well,
when you were the leader of the DA.
I mean, look.
By the black people, sorry. He put that. He said he got more black votes than you got when you were leader of the DA.
Mathematics is a very important subject. Very important. And when you do numbers, in 2019 we got 3.6 million votes. This year the DA is sitting at 3.3 million. So mathematics alone tells you the statement the math is not mathing. The second issue is, when you look at Davies calls, let me not personalize it, he indicates the VEDs where the percentage point that the DA got come from, they are Freedom Front Plus voters. Freedom Front Plus lost support, the DA gained that support. Because it's natural. Their strategy in the last 5 years has been to go out and fight for those Afrikaans voters. So they got them back. There's nothing, that's all there is. But the third point I want to make, which is I think important, is that before we all browbeat, hey, us, the government lost 14%. The official opposition didn't even get half of that loss. Imagine being the official opposition and the government is suffering and you don't benefit. It says South Africans don't think of you as the next government.
How many people are you expecting to send to Parliament? How many?
We'll see. Well, we're hoping 2, and then we'll see what the final numbers are, what the proportionality works out as.
Will one of those people be you?
Yeah, I'll be going to Parliament.
You'll be going to Parliament.
Yeah.
And where to next for COSA?
Build, eh? We want to